4-0, baby. The Chiefs find a way to get it done on the road in Los Angeles, picking up their 11th straight road win against the Chargers, dating back all the way to their days in San Diego. The Chiefs have not lost at SoFi Stadium. They get it done with a big-time victory. Welcome in to this edition of the Kansas City Chiefs Report, powered by Chat Sports. Tyler Jones here with you. Thanks for joining us as we put a bow on this one. The Chiefs start off the season not playing great football, but hey, they're 4-0. Their best football is still in front of them, folks. And what do I always tell you? Good teams find ways to win, and that's been the case for the Kansas City Chiefs through the first 4 weeks of the season. This win, though, did not come without a price, as Rashee Rice left the game in the first quarter, or in the first half, rather, and did not return with a knee injury. And we got an update around halftime from Andy Reid in his interview with Tracy Wolfson of CBS. And when he was asked about it, he said it's not good. So not the news the Chiefs fans were hoping for from their top receiver, who going into today was first in the NFL in catches, second in yards, and tied for 10th in touchdowns. He was the entire passing game for the Kansas City Chiefs in the first 3 weeks. So now the Chiefs have to figure out where they go from here. You're already without Pacheco. You're already without Hollywood Brown. And now you're without Rashee Rice potentially for an extended period of time. When we get more updates on Rashee Rice, we will let you know. Back to this game. Let's go over these statistics here for you. Mahomes was shaky. He made some costly mistakes, but he still made plays when it mattered, going 19 of 29 through the air for 245 yards, a touchdown and an interception. Kareem Hunt making his Chiefs debut. And one of the things that Smitty and I were talking about in the watch party was that he showed a bit of burst that I was not expecting to see from Kareem Hunt. He looked like his old self, as he had 14 carries for 69 yards, close to 5 yards a carry, led the Chiefs in rushing. Carson Steele got the start, had an early fumble, only ended up getting 2 carries on the day for 6 yards. Kareem Hunt got the majority of the workload. We saw Samaje Perine get in there as well. He had a touchdown score off of 5 carries for 14 yards. And then how about the receiving corps? With losing Rashee Rice, they needed other guys to step up. They finally got the game they had been waiting for from Travis Kelce. His best performance. He had more yards today than he's had the entire season, with a total of 7 catches for 89 yards. He had 69 going into today. Xavier Worthy with a huge 50-yard-plus touchdown score. He ended up with 3 catches for 73 yards along with that touchdown. Noah Gray was solid as well, 4 catches for 40 yards. Justin Watson with 2 catches for 27 yards. Kareem Hunt also getting involved in the receiving game with 2 catches for 16 yards. But the story of this game was the defense, and we'll talk more on that here in just a second. But this defense, the only points they gave up were off of the turnovers that the offense gave up. So the defense did an incredible job. Chris Jones, the CEO of Sack Nation, was unbelievable with 2 sacks on the day. Drue Tranquill was great. Trent McDuffie was fantastic. We'll break that all down here in just a moment. Before we do, what is your one-word reaction to the Chiefs' performance against the LA Chargers today? My one word is satisfied. I am satisfied. It hasn't been pretty. No doubts about that. But you're 4-0. You're finding ways to win. This team is being driven, being carried by their defense, and that's fine. I'm satisfied. I am more than okay to be 4-0 right now, because you look at all 4 of those games that they've won, they could have lost any of those 4 games. And here they are. I will take it. Folks, no better way to celebrate a Chiefs win than subbing for Chiefs dubs. We had a fantastic time on our watch party on Sunday afternoon. And believe me, we have plenty more to come here on the Chiefs Report. We are live for most games throughout the season with our watch parties. We're bringing you our daily news and rumors, our breaking news, Q&A mailbags. We do live shows on Tuesdays, all that and more right here on the Chiefs Report. Trying to reach 59,000 subscribers of the channel, just over 500 away from reaching that next milestone. Sub it up. If you love the Kansas City Chiefs, this is the channel for you. Subscribe now. You'll be glad you did. More on Mahomes. We're still waiting for Mahomes to play to his full potential, right? He has gone now 9 straight games with a turnover, which is the longest stretch of his entire career of consecutive games with a turnover. And that's 9 straight regular season games, by the way. Mistakes, but playing through them. That's what makes him different compared to everybody else in the NFL, is that even when he's off, he finds a way. And he made plays today when it mattered, when it counted, to get the job done. And I got to shout out Xavier Worthy. I told you at the time, I thought it was a fantastic draft pick by the Chiefs. And we were all sitting here when Rashee Rice went down and saying to ourselves, oh, no, what's this receiving core going to do? Because Rashee Rice was the entire receiving core the first 3 weeks. And Xavier Worthy answered the call. The 54-yard touchdown was nice. 3 catches, 73 yards. He came through today. And Kareem Hunt, I mean, you think about this run game, right? When Pacheco went down, huge question marks with this run game. Where do they go from here? Carson Steele, a UDFA. Samaje Perine isn't really the running back he was a couple years ago. Kareem Hunt, last season, yeah, he had 9 touchdowns, but he had just barely over 3 yards a carry. What exactly was he going to do? And Kareem Hunt, folks, he looked fresh. He looked fresh. He looked like he had a brand new engine behind him or something today. That'll work. Look, the Chiefs, they had over 100 yards on the ground as a whole today. I don't need this run game to pound the ball 40 times and go over 200 yards every game. Not when I have Patrick Mahomes at quarterback, and not when I have a passing game that uses the short passing game and the screen game as the substitute for the run game. But the run game is doing more than enough. It is doing what it needs to do to win football games. 329 total yards. We mentioned 100 yards on the ground, 228 in the passing game. I was thrilled. Who was the MVP today for the Chiefs in their win against the Chargers today? I got to shout out Chris Jones. Chris Jones. I said this on X. Apologies to my boss, James Yoder, our CEO here at Chat Sports. But my CEO is Chris Jones. He delivered. I mean, just an unbelievable performance that we saw out of Chris Jones. I mean, time in and time out. When he needed to make a play, he stepped up. And you think about this Chargers offensive line. They were short a couple tackles today. And the pass rush as a whole was on it. They had 10 QB hits, 2 sacks, 5 TFLs today. That's what you need. That's just what the doctor ordered. Today's show is sponsored by Game Time. Game Time is the best place to go for last-minute tickets for the best seats, the lowest prices guaranteed. Whether you're looking for tickets to sporting events, concerts, theater productions, comedy shows, and more, Game Time has got you covered. Game Time has a new feature called Game Time Picks that makes getting tickets to see your favorite teams play live even easier. Game Time Picks filters out the fluff to show you only incredible deals on great seats so you don't have to waste time searching through thousands of tickets. Whether you're looking for tickets to Chiefs games, maybe you want to go next Monday night against the Saints. Maybe you're looking for tickets for Royals playoff games. How about our Royals getting the postseason? That's fantastic. Sporting Kansas City, KC Current, everything in KC. They got it all, folks. Choose the event you want to go to. They got the prices listed. You choose your seat, see if you like that seat or not, and then you're checking out with Apple Pay, Google Pay, Venmo, all major credit card providers. Your purchase is covered with the most flexible customer service policy in the ticketing industry. Download the Game Time app, create an account, use code ChatSports for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, create an account, redeem code CHATSPORTS for $20 off. Download Game Time today. What time is it? Game Time. The link is in the comments and the description of today's video. Let's talk about the defense now of what they did. Sure, they didn't have any turnovers, but you contained the Chargers' rushing attack. You got after Justin Herbert all day long, and you held this Chargers offense that, might I say, looks pretty good to start this game. You held him to just 224 yards and Herbert to 169 passing yards. You'll take that every time, especially on the road. In a road environment, I mean, just a very good day from this defense, just collectively. I know we talked about Chris Jones, but Tranquill, McDuffie, Cook, Bolton, this was a good team effort defensively to get the job done. And even when you're not creating turnovers, which I know has been a big point of emphasis for this Chiefs defense, it's something that they want to do more of. We've heard it from Trent McDuffie. He's still looking for his first career interception. We've heard it from Nick Bolton, among others, that they're looking to find more ways to create turnovers. And even though you didn't do it today, you still found ways to be effective. This Chiefs team, again, wins despite not winning the turnover battle. What does history tell us? What do the football gods say? You win the turnover battle, you win the football game. This Chiefs team is defying odds here. They're doing what you're not supposed to do. They're not winning the turnover battle, but they're still playing good enough with this defense to come through and get the job done and get the win 17-10 and move ahead to 4-0. Now you move from here. You take on the Saints on Monday Night Football. Saints looked very good those first 2 weeks. Then you get a bye week. I don't like the early bye, personally speaking, but with all the injuries that the Chiefs already have piled up, might not be a bad thing to have this early bye. And then you come off the bye and take on the Niners in a rematch of the Super Bowl. We'll see. We'll see how this team continues to develop, where they grow from here. I'm of the belief their best football's in front of them. Let's see them put it together. How would you grade the Chiefs' performance today against the Chargers? It wasn't pretty, but it was good enough to get it done. I got to go with a B+. I'll take it. Win's a win. You're 4-0. Give me your grade in the comments section. Subscribe now to the Chiefs Report for continuing Chiefs coverage. I'm Tyler Jones. We will see you next time.